In this video, I'm going to try to survive 100 days in hardcore adventure mode. Hardcore means you can only live once, and adventure mode means you can't break or place blocks. Is this even possible? I don't know, let's find out. So as you can see, left clicking on these leaves does nothing. I cannot break blocks. The only thing I can do is wander around and look for stuff. So that's what I started by doing. I started punching animals. Thankfully, a savanna is a good place to find cows and pigs, because starvation is a real threat in hardcore mode. I even tried turning my render distance up to look for a village. It's so important that I find a village, but I didn't see one yet. It became nighttime, and the first mob I saw was a zombie with an iron sword. I ran away from there. Then I tried punching a spider. I thought maybe I could get some string, but I decided it would be better to wait for a sword. The best way to get blocks in adventure mode is to have a creeper blow them up. So I tried that, and it did a lot more damage than I expected. Gotta be careful. While I was punching some cows, I noticed a ruined portal, the first structure, over across the valley. So I went over to it, and there was a little bit of armor, a ton of iron nuggets, and also a flint and steel. I originally took the flint and steel, but then I realized I can't do anything with this. I can't light the grass on fire, I can't light a portal, so I put it back. I'll be honest, this day was pretty boring. Most of it was just spent running around, looking for a village, and I ran for a very long time. There were some nice views, but not much useful. After wandering past a jungle, I saw another ruined portal hiding in a cave, but this one had a creeper hiding behind it. That was a dangerous trap. Inside of this portal chest, I got a mending gold pickaxe. And then I had an idea. Maybe I can use this for combat. Maybe the EXP I get will be enough to repair it after I kill a zombie. But it was not, and the durability started to go down. I investigated an abandoned mine shaft in hope of finding a chest, but didn't see any. And then I found a third ruined portal in one day. Never tell me the odds. The next day, I started searching for ocean structures rather than villages, and all of a sudden I was headed right toward a monument. I turned away from that and headed toward a shipwreck. Iron and books are very good because they're hard to get outside of chests. I went back on land and I finally found the village I was looking for. A nice little savanna village next to a ruined portal, and there's a crafting table. That's super helpful because I couldn't craft stuff before. And there was also a butcher. This butcher could be a really good source of food. So I had enough chicken to do the first raw chicken trade, and then I started collecting some nearby chickens, and I wouldn't have a regular source of seeds, but I could use the eggs to make more chickens. Finally, I decided to sleep because I did not want to risk losing any of these villagers. On the morning of day 3, I woke up and turned my brain back on and realized that flint and steel does have a use in adventure mode. You can use it to ignite creepers, which is really important for blowing up blocks safely. I collected some more chickens. There's this weird glitch where they think they can go through the door when it's closed but not when it's open. Here's an experiment I tried. Can you cook food with wool? Yes, but not very much. I was waiting for it to be nighttime so I could use creepers to get some wood. In the meantime, I went out into the ocean. And wow, Dolphin's Grace makes you go really far really fast. I discovered some ocean ruins. This is really dangerous because if any one of these drowns has a trident, I'll be dead in 2 seconds. But it's worth looting the chests because I could get a mending fishing rod or something. During the night, I used my flint and steel to make the creepers explode right next to trees. It looks like I'm only getting 1 log per explosion, but better than having none. Thanks to those creepers, I was now able to make a boat and a shield. The shield is critical since I'm in hardcore mode. This shipwreck had a whole bunch of emeralds. I can't wait to buy some mending books with these. For a few seconds, I thought I was trapped in the shipwreck and wouldn't be able to get out. It turns out I was pressing control instead of shift, and I just didn't notice because you move so slowly in the water. Hey look, there's me, zooming around on a boat. I was chilling in the village like normal, then out of the corner of my eye, I saw a villager jump down into a cave. So I went to investigate, and sure enough, there's just a villager hanging out in this cave. I cannot break or place blocks. I don't know if I can even rescue this guy. He might be gone for forever. Here was one of the first times where adventure mode really got in the way. I could not open this chest because there was a block of sand above it. I really thought that if I sailed away then came back, the drowned would all despawn and I could get the chest for free, but it seems there's always drowned there. From the 3 nearby shipwrecks, the treasure maps were all pointing to the same treasure. If I can get a creeper to explode, it might break the sand and then I can get the treasure chest for free. Once night fell, that is exactly what I tried doing. But this is hardcore mode, and there were mobs everywhere, and I was running around, and things were just attacking me. At one point, I made a creeper explode, and it killed 7 zombies and 3 spiders. It was pretty impressive. I was having such a hard time, and I was going through my food really fast trying to regen, that I decided to just sail away. But then there was a drowned with a trident preventing me from getting in the boat. I decided to 1v1 a spider, just to prove that I could. I went back to the ruins and it was still filled with a horde of drowned. Please just leave me alone. I was able to rescue the villager who got stuck in the cave by using a boat. What a fool. There was a wandering trader. None of the trades really seemed that worth it to me. So I crafted an iron sword and stole the leads from the llamas. And I tried taming a cat. That went about as well as you might expect. I started wondering, can you use buckets in adventure mode? A bucket of water would be super useful for like climbing up hills and stuff. But the answer is no. You cannot pick up lava, and you cannot pick up water. With an iron sword, I was no longer afraid to fight all the drowned. There were a lot of them, but I took them all out. I got a mending fishing rod from the chest, which is exactly what I wanted. But then, I guess, the trident drowned heard what I did and came after me, so I got out of there. I tried going for the buried treasure again, and this time I actually got a creeper to blow up in the right spot. It exposed the chest, but there was still a sand on top of it, so I couldn't open it yet. I circled around trying to get another creeper to blow up there, but it's crazy. There are so many mobs. Look at this. The skeleton shot a zombie, which is what I wanted to happen, and when I play in normal mode, the zombie would normally kill the skeleton in that situation when they're stuck close together like that, but in hardcore mode, the skeleton wins every time. And as you can obviously tell by the length of the video, this is where things went wrong. The skeleton got in my boat, so I couldn't get in the boat to escape, and when I tried running away, I missed a jump, landed in the water, they surrounded me, and the creeper did the final damage. Looking back on this, only surviving 7 days out of 100 is pretty disappointing. I was way too aggressive. I needed to be more patient and get more gear before going for the buried treasure. But also, it's hard to play for a long time in adventure mode because you can't build a house. There's no base where you can start saving up resources. You just gotta keep going around, exploring and gathering. And maybe I'll try again and be more patient in the future, but this is hard stuff.